Monday.
Monday.
Podcast today.
And a podcast today.
Monday.
Podcast again.
Here we are, two boys in a table.
And a camera. And a microphone. And a microphone.
And two microphones.
And one microphone.
Two. Oh, you're right. One microphone and one microphone.
Yes.
His brother
one
microphone.
One microphone. Although I'm not using the microphone on the Zoom because it's like area recording or whatever, or field recording. I just use the input. That way you can do two microphones.
I don't know why.
Remember when we used to use a laptop for all this stuff?
Oh, man, back in the dark ages.
Back in the dark times.
Man, I remember back when we used dial-up. You remember when we used
I
remember when we used to have to use smoke signals to make podcasts? Woo!
Yes, I do.
Wild times.
I do
Out on the
remember that.
frontier
I do remember
with
that.
buffalo chips.
Buffalo chips. Yep, I remember that. A lot of fun. Welcome back, everybody, to the Third Opinion Podcast and Radio Show.
Welcome back
To
to the Third Opinion Podcast Radio Show.
I might change it to where this goes up on the radio on Tuesday because we record on Monday. I don't like having it so far a week in advance because I get lost where I'm at in the editing cycle. So might be a bonus episode. Might be who knows?
I don't know. I think it's been nice
For the editing and uploading on
haven't
YouTube.
had
It's been
to
weird.
worry about it.
We haven't had to worry
Which is
about
great.
it. But just like for the editing, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I did this literally 1 week ago. Is this
Yeah.
the episode for last week or is this episode for this week? So
That's
I might
fair.
talk to Dr. Roan and
That's fair.
radio business, get everything set back up. But yeah, we're doing great. We're having fun. I'm enjoying recording.
Big time.
So much fun.
Fast times at Elisha's house.
House.
Not Ridgemont High.
Have you
Great film.
have you thought any more about the pizza business? Because I'm ready to eat some
Pizza
daggone
business. I don't know
pizza.
about you, but I'm ready to open up a pie store.
That's a bit more of a commitment than I'm willing to do.
Yeah, me too. I don't have that kind of money.
Well, you get a loan from the bank.
Have you seen my credit score? Actually, my credit score's not that bad. I checked it for the first time the other day.
Is it good?
For not having a credit card
Yeah.
and only having had one loan, it's pretty okay.
Car loan?
Had one car loan.
Car loan.
Other than that, it's actually pretty okay.
Mine's 0.
I was pretty impressed.
Mine is a 0. And I
So,
don't want to live my whole life without a credit
It's like
score. But
this close to being good.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like 12, maybe like 10, 20 points off from being good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, I guess.
That's not bad.
I wouldn't know.
I don't really know that much about it either, but I was like, somebody was like, you need to get a credit, you need to do this. I was like, I checked, I was like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, there's no need.
But
If I can use a credit card, there's no need.
No, that's how I feel. I don't know. I don't like spending beyond my means. You know what I'm saying, boy?
Me neither.
I'm responsible, but I know how easy it can get down that swappy, slippery slide.
Yeah,
It is. That's a scary business.
it is a scary
I
business.
don't like owing people money.
Me neither.
I like all my kidneys where they are.
All of your important organs that you own.
Woohoo! That was a mafia joke.
What else have you been up to?
We did the Dungeons
We did. We
and
played-
Dragons
We
yesterday.
played Dungeons and Dragons, and you GM'd. It was a lot
Yeah,
of
I
fun.
did.
I really enjoyed it.
Everybody seemed to have a good time. I
Yeah.
was. That's why I asked all those questions in our little group today. I was like all concerned about everything.
I was like,
rah, rah, rah.
Not awake,
Everybody had a bad time.
but like awake.
This, that, and the other, and everybody's like, "That's fine. Everybody has a good
I had a
time."
great time. Yeah, which I never do.
Yeah.
Because if
Everybody
something's
was just
bad,
like, "I had a good time."
I know that if something's bad, the four of them will tell me that something's bad.
Yeah. No.
But
for sure.
also the inverse is something's great. They're like, that was a lot of fun, and never mention it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you guys are killing me over here. But
So
yeah.
I was looking for all this feedback. And they're just like, "Oh, it's great." And I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
well, as long as you didn't hate it, that's all that matters." So.
That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I love the introduction of my character because he just walked into town and was like, all right. Oh,
I
There
felt
we
like
go.
it fits your character pretty good.
yeah, that's perfect.
I tried
That's
to
exactly what the
I tried
character
to
was-
work
wanted to do.
everybody in a way that their character would behave.
Yes, yeah.
That's why there was a little bit more on you and Robert, or I felt like there was more on you, Robert, because I already knew your backstories,
Yeah,
and that helped me out a lot.
yeah. Which I've made the character more than just a one-dimensional wanting to get strong, but still, his what he wants to do is get strong.
just want to punch big boys.
Yeah, he just wants to get strong. That's really all it is.
Old Kraz, big old Kraz, he almost knocked you down though.
It was close for me.
Big
For him
boy.
having almost double of my health, I'd say it's very impressive.
Well, I knew I was gonna have to. I was gonna have to make it big.
Yeah.
Because I knew you were gonna smack him like 12 times a turn.
3. So did I surprise you with those 3 attacks per turn?
Yeah, I guess I just haven't looked at like a level 5 character in a while because I know that's kind of when stuff starts to unfold.
Level 5 is really when every class opens up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like level 1, you're starting. Level 2, you get.
So I was
some of your
equating
class
that we were
features.
at level 1 is what I was treating, but I was like, okay, we're gonna have to up it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
which I have neglected to do. Our characters in the Dragon Heist are level 4 now, and every combat scenario, blazing through it. I'm like, oh come on! I literally have updated the challenge rating from a 2-3-4 to a 7-8-9.
Yeah, you have to.
And they still beat them at 7-8-9.
Especially as a big a group as you have.
It's a 4-player
you have to,
group.
Like, double.
So I have to go from 7-8-9 to 10, 11, 12 for the challenge rating now. So
just add a whole pile of 9s.
Yeah, and I've also been doing it to where it's like they've been attacked by assassins. So it's like a group of 1 person against a group of 4 with an NPC who's the same level as the assassin. So I'm having to really so next session, I believe this Saturday, I'm going to have to really balance out whatever they plan on doing next. It's also open world in a city, but it's still they can do whatever they want. So I have to really have like a handful of things prepared for them at all times.
And we're gonna have more of that on our next session.
I'm excited for that. We'll have to schedule that, but I'm very, very excited for it.
Should be next Tuesday, I believe, is what we planned. I'll have to get with the groupie doop just to make sure.
Yeah.
But next Tuesday should work.
Next Tuesday night. Yeah.
Tuesday night,
yeah.
And then that following Saturday, or that Sunday. That following Sunday. Well, no. Somebody's going to be gone that Sunday. I forget.
No, it's Shrek, I think.
That's right. So the next 2 Tuesdays probably.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
If we just do Tuesdays are fine.
You did a good job. Since no one else was here to praise you for what, even though you said that you weren't prepared or had anything ready.
I was very underprepared. I have a lot of world background.
Yeah.
But as far as the actual session,
that's
I was
fine.
Just like, we're just gonna.
Yeah, you did great. You did very good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I felt like everybody you introduced all 4 characters, and also our characters aren't a party. They aren't friends. They don't know each other. I wasn't even Hiro was not introduced to the other 3 characters.
You were around them. You're aware of them.
Yeah,
but you're
around
not,
them and
like these people over here.
Yeah, and for one of them being a furbolg, not from around here.
I love Robert and Dalton's interaction.
It was so funny. It was
really
very funny.
Really good, and I like that everybody instantly just took into their character.
Yeah,
that's what I was a little worried about that too.
Yeah.
Not that obviously nobody's capable of it, but you know.
Yeah, but
you never know how much people are gonna.
Well, so I had the issue. I don't want to call it an issue because Andrew and Trevor don't RP. They haven't been in plays. They don't do stuff like that. But they never RP as their characters.
That's fine.
When they do, it's hilarious and it's a great time because Trevor is in Indiana Jones basically, and he's like, "Yeah, can I get like a drink or something?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, here you go. Here's a drink, buddy.
Can I get a milk on the rocks?"
Can I get 1 glass of milk? And I'm like, here you are. So whenever Robert introduces his new character, Baracus, Tiefling Sorcerer.
I'm pretty sure Baracus is a Mortal Kombat character. Anyway.
Maybe. It's also like a A-Team character, B.A. Baracus. That's what that was Mr. T's character.
Yeah.
But either way, whenever Robert introduced Baracus, Trevor completely changed his character's personality. He's like, "Well, I'm not the edgy one anymore." So now I have a fun, happy like Han Solo type. Which is fine with me. It's still really funny. But the RP for that character changed. But yeah, Andrew and Trevor never RP, and I don't have any issues with it because I do a character for almost every single one. Yeah. Unless it's female, I can't do female voice. It's so hard.
I did my innkeeper.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Good old Miss Sarah.
I
was like, we'll do the best we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
I very much loved the idea that she's like the innkeeper, and the husband is
and her husband
just
is
the bar wench.
Yeah, that's so funny.
The very begrudging bar wench.
I love that.
Jimothy.
Classic reversal. Jimothy.
Well, we joked about it at that point. I was like, we're just gonna put a character.
Might as well. Jimothy. Yeah. Yeah, it is really funny.
It was good.
But yeah,
I was glad it went as well as it did. I had to scribble down all those characters because I just made up all those characters up on the spot. I was like,
and I think you did a very good job of letting the RP go over to the characters while you were scribbling notes. Because whenever
that's what I did. I just
having
a
half
and
half
have their their conversation. But when it was time to like pluck things and bring story back, I got it back. So
having a half and half group is like half the group's like, all right, Elisha, what's next? I'm like, I'm writing down what they just said, and the other half of the group is RPing Dalton and Robert, or Robert and Trevor, or Andrew and Robert, whoever. It's like they're RPing, the other two listening, and like waiting for me. I'm like, okay.
That's part of it.
I'm writing stuff down.
That's part of it. I feel like that's something that people don't understand. Depending on the dynamic of your group.
Yeah. So I'll have to better.
But I like the RPing elements that we've gotten. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good group. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot planned.
I enjoy it. I'm excited for the next one because it's kind of up in the air of what we're doing. Whereas
I've got several things that could happen.
Yeah. Whereas mine is not a set path.
I will say this,
but there is an end goal for this game.
There already has been a story element introduced.
That
has gone unnoticed.
I'm pretty sure I caught it.
It was relatively
but the character
obvious,
did not want to.
None of the characters caught it. So
yeah, okay, cool.
Which is cool.
I think I heard you mention something. I'm like, that could be a point. But Hiro wants to fight the biggest guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll have to tell me after, or you know,
no, I'll tell you later.
But yeah. I've done that with our group also. I've mentioned 3 things on all the characters caught it.
I'm gonna try to make a point to throw in Mr. X. That would just keep you guessing.
I've done that also. The Mr. X have been fun. I don't love trolling the group, but when there's a misdirect and they follow it to a T, they're like, all right, we're following this misdirect and we're going to see where this thing ends up. It ends up, they hit a brick wall, like, okay, let's go out of this corridor. And they are miles in of a thing that has no meaning to it.
Do with anything, which is hilarious.
But yeah, no, I've mentioned they listen to this. So all of them listen to the podcast, but I have mentioned it as one of the NPCs, we have this thing going on, we have this thing going on, one of this thing's going on. And they've been like, what about that middle thing? When the other two are also viable things they can do or follow or whatever. So yeah. The group Wednesday night before I left for Florida, which I'll mention briefly. After this, they fought scarecrows and then trained with a monk group, and now one of the characters is level 5, whereas the other group is level 4. But it's because they're a 3rd level ranger, 2nd level monk. That way they can also use ki. And that was the enticement to get them to multi-class. Yeah. But they're still not 4th level of their main and not 3rd level of their secondary. So they're nice and balanced, but still
awkward in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So they will never be able to max out either one. That's fine.
They will never be good characters.
But they are still going to be a very well-rounded good character, which I'm excited for. But I'm really excited. We've turned into a D&D channel now.
I know. That's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's such a fun... Yep. For people that don't know about Dungeons & Dragons, which I feel like is still...
Give it a try.
The majority of people.
Yeah, it's gotten really popular the last couple of years with the Critical Roles and a couple other ones, Harmon Quest.
Matt Colville, yeah.
Different ones. Several different ones.
Tons of different sources. Look up Dungeons & Dragons. 5th edition is what we predominantly use. It's just the easiest to use.
Which I don't know what the E stands for, but it doesn't matter.
5th edition.
I'm assuming it's extended, maybe 5th extended. Maybe.
No, I think 5E is just 5th edition.
Maybe I'm pretty sure it's 5, and then there's 5E.
Because they had, I don't know, because I know they had a 2nd edition which was called Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, AD&D. So it really does depend. And they had Pathfinder, which was the 3rd edition of Dungeons and Dragons. And then they had 4th edition.
Maybe it is just the edition.
Dungeon and Dragon. They're not working on the 6th edition, but people are talking about the 6th edition.
Honestly, it's fine.
Because they've also recently come out with a simplified Dungeons and Dragons, which is very neat. It's one that kids can play, or people that don't think about it.
That's how 4th edition was. And
yeah,
it's very I don't know. That's weird. The board games are fun, but I wouldn't want to play a whole campaign of it.
I don't think I would either, but it definitely is relayed more for people that don't want to get into the whole entire thing.
We just stick to 5.
Yep.
I like 5. 5 is very well balanced.
I do too. I think 5 is very well balanced. I haven't been able to find really anything that I find to be an issue. There are some skill-based things.
Yeah, but you can
I
always
wouldn't really
fix that
call
with a little homebrewing.
Exactly. I wouldn't really call intimidation a charisma-based thing when your character is very large and muscular.
No, agreed.
It does depend,
though.
It
is charisma-based because it's a believable thing, but at the same time, it's I don't know.
My muscles do the talking.
Yeah, I feel like it should be strength, but I mean, it's not strength.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those weird things.
It's very weird. And each skill thing on D&D Beyond, at the very least, explains what this skill does. So, yeah. Really enjoy it. The world that you built is very cool, and you did a very good job of describing it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited to play more.
Much to explore. We have but touched the tiny corner.
Barely
Barely
scratched the surface of a giant mountain.
There's much lore buried. And many town names to still come up with. Dalton's from insert here.
Yeah. From the school of.
Insert here. We're working on that.
Yeah. I do think that's very funny.
That was really funny. Well, you know, as it is.
Yeah.
That comes with being a working adult.
Yeah.
So,
but
that was good. Good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's about it. I was excited for that. I had a good time with that.
Me too. A lot of fun. I forgot how much fun playing a character was. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy, not that I don't enjoy dungeon mastering. I love dungeon mastering, but it's a different type of rewarding.
No, it does.
It's like eating a good meal. Like, man, that was very rewarding. Here's $10 for dinner.
It's cooking a meal and watching others enjoy it versus eating the meal.
Exactly, eating something good. That's
an equally rewarding experience, but
for
different in
reasons.
its own right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it's like buying a nice car or working on your own car.
Yeah.
Really completely different.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
That's really been about it.
Yeah.
Did you see the Notre Dame?
Yeah,
burn
sad.
down today?
Yeah.
Felt really bad. I made a bad joke today. Somebody was like, I was just really snarky. Somebody was like, what caused, they're talking about it being on fire, and they're like, what caused it? And I just yelled across the room, fire.
Rude.
And they were just like, you just hear, cheep, 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 cheep.
Yeah, you just hear the crickets.
I was like,
well, good joke.
I was like, it was funny. You just didn't appreciate it. Too soon. The best part was, somebody else heard it and they picked it up and used it 3 times.
Oh, nice. That sounds good.
I was like, great. At least somebody appreciated it.
Yeah. That's funny.
But it sucks. It's really
it is very sad. 700-year-old building, I think, is what it is. Pretty old. I remember whenever we went to France in 2012 or 2014, whenever it was. I think it was 2012. We saw it. We passed by. We took pictures of it. I still have pictures of it. But we didn't go inside. The line was always too long for it.
Yeah, because they only let so many people inside.
Per day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of tourists in France.
A
whole bunch of tourists.
Honestly, that's a place I'd be just to see is fine.
Yeah, we just saw it. Musée d'Orsay. We just saw the museum. We went to the Louvre and saw the.
That's the weird part too, because all the outside's like all stone.
Yeah, pretty weird.
So you'll have. I wonder
internals of the
if they'll leave it.
Very old wood.
I wonder if they'll leave it up.
And also scaffolding. It is constantly being worked on because of how old the building is.
I wonder if they'll leave the stone part over,
or if they're just going to actually repair it, or actively rebuild it.
It's kind of beyond repair. It's the whole inside is just.
Yeah. But I'm curious to see what they're going to end up doing with it. I think
it'd be cool if they just gut it out and just leave the skeleton.
They can't. It's kind of what they did with the Colosseum after it burnt so many times.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That way it's still there,
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Sucks, but
I would like to see it rebuilt though.
That'd be very neat.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
But that'd be an expensive endeavor.
Potentially.
Very expensive endeavor.
Yeah.
All that artwork and all that, and there's no way you're gonna replace all that.
No. There's no way you can replace that, but you can build a new building.
Yeah.
But that would take a while. You know how long it took them to put the one tower in New York after 9/11?
Well, yeah.
It took them a long time.
Yeah.
It took them a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. So we'll see how that goes.
10, like 15 years, right? For the build.
No, it wasn't that long.
2001.
I mean, a lot of it was just planning the building, like just figuring out what kind of building they were gonna build.
Well, and also remove all the rubble and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean,
it took a while.
But a lot of it was. I mean, it was cleared out. Didn't take that long because they opened that. The memorial's been open a pretty good while.
Actually, yeah, it has been like 2013, 2012, 2013. I keep forgetting it's 2019.
It's 2020.
Basically. I mean, 2019 is
I'm
the
50
leap
years
year.
old, and Elisha's still a baby.
I'm still a little boy. Yeah, when did they finish the New York's Willis Tower? The New York Sears Tower.
One World Trade Center. So the building they have now opened up in November 2014. So it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
So it took them 13 years to open.
Yeah.
Because the rubble and monument and blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't know when the memorial opened.
I think it's 1,776 feet tall, which is very cool.
You know what else is on the building in Dubai? It's a lot bigger.
That was like a mile tall, isn't it?
I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous. Whatever.
How many feet a mile? 25.
It opened up September 11th, 2011. So 10th year anniversary.
Very neat.
Construction started 5 years after.
Oh, speaking of 9/11, weird topic for us. We never talk about anything serious, but while we're on the topic, the 9/11 Commission passed a thing in 2005, and it's just now being rolled over to where you have to, if you want to fly, have a star on your driver's license that verifies that you are allowed to fly, and basically as a passenger or whatever.
Interesting.
At security checkpoints.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You're
another step, but
curious.
Yeah.
It's really not that big a deal. It's not that hard.
It's not that
to
big of a
fly.
deal either. It's more of a. It's not
I mean,
the logistics side.
I've only done it a couple times, but I mean, like,
it's not that bad.
just don't bring anything stupid.
It's not that hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Like we went through check-in, with the line or whatever. Like I had one bag get rescanned and like actually searched because like my carry-on because
you had it packed so tight.
Well, no, for whatever reason.
That's happened to me. Like I packed it so
with
tight.
Bags because it was in my bag of cards,
Oh.
And the deck boxes, they have to look through the deck boxes.
Yeah.
At least in Dallas they did. Nashville they were like, we don't care.
Yeah.
Send them on through. I didn't have any problems in Nashville, but Dallas we a whole bunch of us got checked for that. I also had a case with screws in it,
but
guy next to me had a clip of bullets. Like a loaded clip of bullets. They just pull him through security. And I'm just standing in my bag, and they're searching through his bag, and they're like, what's this? And he's
a
like,
magazine with
he's
rounds.
Like, they let me through Mississippi. I'm like, well, Mississippi ain't doing their job.
What a weird thing.
Ooh, it was wild. Yeah, there was this guy that came over in a suit. Like, he's like, let them know Dallas don't let nothing through. He had like this thick accent. He was like, let them know Dallas don't let nothing through. Not really. He didn't have that accent. But
that would have been very funny. Had a Cajun accent.
Let them know Dallas don't let nothing through.
That's really funny. Son. Anyway, you're going to jail.
He just... No, I guess they let him go. I don't know. I don't really know. They just took his clip and they're like...
No gun magazine for you. What a weird...
I know, and it was like
thing.
The bullets were all in the magazine. There was no gun. Just a magazine of bullets.
I understand like a pocket knife or like a ball that's too big.
That one I would get,
Yeah.
Or, you leave your toothpaste or shampoo or something.
Or like metal material in your hands.
Yeah.
A day's work, right?
Yeah, like something
But
weird.
a full magazine with like bullets in it,
like
rounds
a screwdriver
in
or
it.
something random, like you might leave it in
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
a pocket knife.
Things like that can easily get left,
Yeah. Multi-tool.
Yeah.
But
not
a magazine.
Not just a random clip of bullet, it was like a pistol
weird.
clip, like
yeah. So it's like a full magazine.
Yeah, it was just like fully loaded. And I looked over and I was like,
what am I looking at right now?
I was like, why is that there? Good on you for getting it, but why is that there? He's like, yeah, I just left Biloxi. And I was like, well,
that's right. I was on the plane with bullets, with real gun bullets.
I was like, all right.
How odd.
I don't know because yeah, this is weird. That's really weird.
Flying's weird. But yeah, no, it's not that much of a hassle as everybody thinks it.
Airports are such cool dynamics though. They're like their own little world.
Yeah. So that's the thing that I was getting to next.
You can get anything in an airport.
It's wild.
But it costs like 5 times.
Yes.
But you can get anything in an airport.
The logistics side is much harder than you hopping on a plane, because it's like multiple thousands.
I tell you what was weird. The Dallas airport was really odd. Granted, I've never been to that many airports.
Yeah,
but I've pretty much been to Nashville. I've been to Atlanta once, and then I've been
Chicago.
We drove to Chicago. I've been to Dallas, that one, and I've been that one, and I've been to Orlando.
Yeah,
Florida. So all of them are pretty well one contained. Little site. Dallas is like separate little hubs. Of course, it's a huge airport too.
Yeah,
but it's like you get on like a tram and it like goes around this big
and
like
it goes
each
around
couple
town.
of gates has their own little pod with their own little restaurants and all little stores, and
it's very interesting.
It was interesting. Like our little pod, I mean, everyone may have the same stuff in there, but ours had like a chili, or had a TGI Fridays. It had like a couple things like that. So we had this little skinny TGI Fridays, had these little tiny 2-person booths. And we sat at a little bar and watched people like go in front of us. It was weird.
It's very interesting.
And
very
pretzels
wild.
and
Very
cheese.
wild.
Sipped on Dr. Pepper. Waited 3 hours for my flight.
3 hours.
Yeah.
The layover from Alaska to Nashville, or Alaska to Dallas Fort Worth, and then Nashville. was like 9 hours.
Oof.
So we had to sit in the airport and sleep midday for 9
that sounds
hours.
like a terrible time.
Hate it.
Was that the only one you could get, or is that just how it ran?
Just how I ran.
Weird.
Yep.
Weird, my guy.
Yep. Got there on time, but the only plane headed back in that specific order. Or no, the only one going back from Alaska to Nashville because it wasn't even going to go to Dallas. We wanted to go straight back home. They didn't say there was a layover until we got there. And they're like, yeah, you're not leaving until 7 p.m. Right now it's 11 a.m. Like, but excuse me?
I would have left the airport and just been like, bye. At that point.
Honestly, but like we had already returned the rental car. We couldn't check back into the hotel that we were done. We were out of Alaska because we did not know that there was going to be an 8-hour delay.
I mean, you can't do anything about that, yeah.
But and then once we got on the plane, we sat for like an hour.
That happened to us in Dallas. We were like, You know, it's funny. I sat next to this old lady on the way back from Dallas. Because my friend and I, we were stupid and didn't book tickets together.
Yeah.
We're just like, well, we'll just sit where we sit, you know. We don't care. And I sat next to this old lady, and she talked to me like the whole way back, which I didn't care. Like she was really nice, but it was funny. She was from Christiana, Tennessee.
Oh, fun.
And I know where that is. It's like in between Murfreesboro.
It's tiny, yeah.
It's a little tiny blip of a place.
Yeah.
Like, you probably don't know this. I'm like, I know exactly where that is. And she was like, what?
What? Well, my grandson.
I was like, yeah, I've been past this place all the time.
Yeah.
Because I used to drop through there. In college, I dated a girl. Remember, so I used to drop through there sometimes.
How fun!
Anyway, it was interesting. It was funny.
Finding fun town.
Like, yeah, go eat over
fun
here,
small town.
Yeah, it's crazy. Never know who. The funny part was she was coming back from like Aruba or something. She'd been with like her girlfriend, and she just whips out this Subway sandwich out of nowhere. She was like, "I've had this in my bag since 10 this morning."
I finally get to eat.
Yeah,
my Subway
yeah.
from Aruba.
She was nice. She offered me half a sandwich. I'm like, I'm good though.
One half a sandwich.
That's real kind of her though. She's a real nice little lady. If you're listening out there, not that you are, it doesn't get that far. But hope you're doing well, travel lady.
If they even have internet in that part of Tennessee. Well, a joke.
If you don't have to rub two sticks together to get internet.
It's a joke, yes, but there are still tons of places in the United States that do not have internet.
Especially
it surprises me. So I went out to Walling, which is boat dock and all that stuff. A ton of the neighbors that where my grandparents lived don't even have internet.
Yeah.
What's funny is that their neighbors have solar panels, they drive a Tesla, have all this stuff.
Right.
But the next neighbor who are like an older couple don't even have internet, don't even have a smartphone.
Nope.
And I'm like, what? How?
Yeah, it's such a weird disconnect. Yeah.
We live in that area where it's like some people have
some people don't.
Some people have internet, know what all the technology is. Some people don't.
Some people
and they don't need it.
Drive this jalopy. That's whatever makes you happy, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's very funny. Florida was fun. I enjoyed it. Real brief. We left on Thursday and got there at like 11 at night, and then woke up, had Friday, played frisbee on the beach. It was overcast, poor weather. Yeah. And it's fine.
Are your sisters?
Sisters and mom.
Are they still down now?
They still down now.
That's exciting. They're there for like a month, yeah.
They're back. I think beginning of May.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think beginning of May is when they come back.
I mean, they've been gone since like the start of April.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah, that's when they got up. Like the start of April.
Pretty much.
That would be the first week of April.
I don't keep track. Until I have to.
That'd be a month, baby. Little month, baby.
But yeah, stayed up Friday, and then Saturday, relaxed, didn't do anything.
And came on back.
And then drove back during a tornado warning and 2 heavy thunderstorms on the way back Sunday.
The boy slept through it.
I was fine.
It was fine.
Got a Baja Blast midday. I'm like, whoo, I'm jacked.
Baja Blast.
But what's funny, I got home. 5 minutes after I got home, went to the bathroom, got water, and then I went to Dalton's house. We played Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, sup, guys? I flew all the way from Panama City, and boy, my arm's tired.
And I instantly looked at it. I was like, yes. That's my favorite. I love that bit so much.
I do too.
And Robert was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, what's funny, everyone's like...
or not Robert. Robert knows it, but other people were like, I don't get it.
Sammy and Dalton and Robert were like, oh, how fun. What a fun trip. And I'm like, you don't understand. I woke up at 6 this morning, and I drove 8.5. I drove 8 hours consecutively to end up here today.
With you nerds.
8 hours ago, I was in a different state 500 miles away.
I have
that
crossed
never
500.
That always is surprising to me, just how expansive everything is.
It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah. But yeah, I ended up driving 1,025 miles the entire 4-day
and
weekend.
I would drive
1,024 miles, and I would drive 1,024 miles more.
Just to be Dungeons and Dragons next to you.
That was way too loud in the headphones that I'm wearing. All right, we're out of time. Ethan. We got time. We gotta go. Follow us on Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Follow us on Instaface. you Twitter.
Yeah.
And the toilet.
Yep. Third Opinion Media. See you guys next week. I don't know where we're gonna record next week, but we'll figure it out.
We're gonna record. Bye.